What's going on, beautiful family? Welcome back to the Living the Life show. Question: have you ever had that inkling where you were like, is this a blessing from God? Is it not? Let's talk about that today. How can I tell when it's a blessing from God and when it's not? Check out today's post. It says, it's not a blessing if you had to sin to get it. Read that until it sinks in. Read it again and again. It's not a blessing if you had to sin to get it, if you had to do wrong to get it. Check out today's post or today's verses. This is Matthew 4:8-9. It says, again, the devil took him to a very high mountain and showed him all the kingdoms of the world and their splendor. All this I will give to you, he said, if you will bow down and worship me. If you're willing to bow down and worship me, I'll give it all to you. This is what he tells Jesus. He leads Jesus up to a mountain and he shows Jesus all of the wonderful kingdoms of this world, the Roman Empire, the Persian armies, all these great things that Jesus could control if you would bow down and worship me. And this is when Jesus responds, get thee hence, Satan, get away from me. It's written that we should honor and worship the Lord and him only. Right? It's so important that we recognize the enemy's trap. The enemy's always going to present something to us as though it's a blessing, as though it's a come up, as though it's something to benefit us. But if you have to sin to get it, you know it didn't come from God, because God will never ask you to sin in order to receive the blessing. If you get a blessing, and it leads to you having shame, that's not a blessing. Let's put it in a perspective we can understand. Let's say you're married and you're committing adultery. You're cheating on your spouse. The young lady that you're cheating on knows that you're married, but you fall in love and you feel like it's such a blessing that you found this love. That can't be a blessing because you had to sin to get it. That's not who God would send. God wouldn't send you someone that would uproot your marriage, that would ruin your marriage, that would devastate your wife. God wouldn't send you that. That's not how he operates. The enemy is very good at presenting things to us so that it looks like it's a blessing when it's something that's being planted to destroy us, to rip us apart. Because if it's sin, if you had to sin to get it, it didn't come from God. And a lot of times we do say, whew, that was a blessing in my life, because it benefited us in our flesh. Believe it or not everything that benefits our flesh is blessing. Another example, what if you found someone's wallet or their purse and their ID is in it, lots of money, credit cards, and you spent their money and said, oh, it's such a blessing. I needed this money that I found in this purse today in the parking lot. If you took someone's money, you know who it belongs to because there's an ID in it. There's phone numbers that you can reach them on. There's all kinds of stuff in the purse that you can find a way to return it. And yet you spent their money. You swiped their cards. That's not a blessing from God. That was a test to see, would you be faithful in this situation? And maybe your situation was tight. Maybe you were financially strapped. But are you strong enough to trust God to provide for you without taking from another? If you have to sin to get it, it doesn't come from God. And if it didn't come from God, it's not a true blessing. It's not going to bless you. It's something I think that we'd all benefit from. We can discern now if it's the enemy trying to sneak something into our life or if it's God truly blessing us. Because again, if it's a blessing from God, it will not lead to shame. It will not lead to disgrace. We won't have to hide it, right? But if it's a blessing from God, you will have peace. You will have joy. You will have the feeling of fulfillment when God blesses you. So I pray that this little short clip has encouraged you. Be on the lookout. Look at your life and see all the good things that are in your life. Are they truly good things for you? Or have we said they were good because it's what we really want from our life, even though it might not be what God wants for our life? Keep your eyes open because the enemy's very shrewd. He's looking for ways to deceive us, to destroy us, and he will do it by presenting things that look like blessings. All right. I hope that you got this. This video was a blessing to you because you all are a blessing to me. I pray that you will tune in every day, Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. Central Standard Time for a quick dose of encouragement. And if you're blessed by the show and you would like to support the channel, check out the description of the videos and you can find ways that you can support the channel anytime that you see fit. Remember, every donation given or every book sold, the proceeds are used to pour into the lives of others. All right, watch it, share it, and live it. Now let's get busy living the life. God bless you.